Boxing Social. I'm delighted to be joined by Matt Sen. We're here at the Ultimate Boxer weigh-in. Stuff, Matt, how are you doing?
Joe, I'm feeling really good, thank you. Really good.
Why don't you tell me a little bit about your training camp, how you prepared for this one night tournament?
Do you know what? It's a crazy tournament, isn't it? It's going to be fast paced, it's going to be electric. These guys are big guys, so anything can happen, as I'm sure you already know. You know what? Preparation has just been being prepared for everything, making sure that we're out there and we're making sure that we're fit, we're strong, and we're capable of whatever comes back.
You're obviously fighting Damian Chambers
in
the quarter-final. Have you ever watched much of Damian?
I haven't watched him at all.
Specifically for him?
No. Do you know what? I did that once for one opponent, and I had such a long night of boxing. I watched him, and when I say I watched him, excuse me, I'm talking, I stood this guy down to a T. And he changed his trainer before he fought me, and he come out as a different guy. So that was a mistake that I made previously. I'm never going to do that again. So all I can do is focus on what I'm prepared to do, what I'm good at, and take it from there.
How do you sort of prepare for when you're fighting 3 times in one night? There's obviously limited rest in there as well. Is it basically you just sort of spar, or just speaking to Damian, he's obviously sparred and then straight back in another 3 rounds? Has that been sort of similar for you?
It's been very similar, yeah. So we've sparred sort of 3, 4, 5 rounds, had 10-minute break, get straight back in it. So you have enough time to cool down, but not really cool down, and then get back in it again. But it's a bit of a shock to the body, that is, because doing 9 rounds isn't as bad as starting, as I'm sure you can imagine.
Obviously, with the rest of the tournament, do you see anyone as a sort of potential banana skin, anything like that, or who do you see as the biggest challenge?
I haven't looked at anybody like that. Look, the way I'm looking at this is these are all big guys, right? One punch can change everything. Doesn't matter what your record is. They say records are for DJs, don't they? So it doesn't matter what your record is, how good you are, or whatever. You can have a bad night. That punch could land. You can land a lucky one. Look, it doesn't matter. That can happen to any of us. So ultimately, it's like going out there, focus on what we've been working on. And the rest of it's God's will.
What is it that you've actually entered the Ultimate Boxing tournament for? Is it the prize money, the exposure? What is it that
it's a good question, that is, actually, because I don't know. My life's pretty good at the moment, God willing, touch wood, and everything's great at the moment. Everyone liked a little bit more money and a little bit more exposure would be nice. But I love to fight. I love to put on a good show, entertain. So win, lose or draw, for me, it's all part of the journey. It's all part of the road, and we're in it to win it. So let's win as many times as we can and move on to the next.
So, what is it that you not necessarily want to gain out of this, but all goes well tomorrow night? What is it that you sort of want to carry on doing?
Just continue the journey. That's it. It was a journey for me. It's a very unique situation that I find myself into, because I weren't interested in boxing. I weren't interested in ever turning over, and it just happened. And nevertheless, we are where we are today, which is mad, because a couple of years ago, we never thought that would ever happen. I never thought it would happen. But people believe in you, and you train hard, and I do train hard, and I've put everything into it, and we are where we are today. So for me, it's just continue the journey, and where we end up is God's will.
A lot of people see the Ultimate Boxing tournament as kind of like it's a step up in competition, obviously, but it's kind of like a jump start to actually get onto titles and the domestic titles and things like that. Does that sort of play on your mind that you could win this tournament and then be in a position to challenge for a domestic title?
100%. For me, I'll fight anybody, anywhere, for anything. Whether it's the belt round that holds your trousers up, whether it's a big green shiny belt somewhere else, I'm not particularly bothered. I got into the sport for the love of the sport and to enjoy it. So that's what I plan to do. You'll always see me laughing and smiling, and I never slag anyone off or say anything I shouldn't do. You see me shaking my opponent's hands and all that kind of stuff, and that's the type of person I am. I just love doing what we do, and that's what we're here for. And it's to put on a show, isn't it? We're entertainers, so let's entertain.
Okay, Matt Sen, thank you very much for speaking to Boxing Social. Best of luck tomorrow night. I'm sure I'll catch up with you soon.
Thank you very much.